So have you used your Gmail lately? Or
Gmail, yeah, I use my Gmail
Yahoo Mail
quite
lately?
a bit. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes to both, yes.
Well, do you know what that is? That means that you are in the cloud. In fact, it's so interesting. On iPhone, it has iCloud now.
Oh,
so
no.
when you put something on your calendar,
Right.
it floats up into the ether, somehow just kind of, and then if I put it on my computer, it's now on my phone. Did you know that?
I did know you could do that, but
All I have to do is set it up.
I threw away my trash can once.
Sean Anstey, yeah, I know. One time Russ deleted his recycle bin.
Hey, it said delete trash? Yes.
and
cool.
he got rid of it. Sean Anstey is the president of the Cloud Data Corp. Data Corp is a wholly owned subsidiary of Microelectronics Technology. MELY is that stock symbol. Sean, are we officially in the cloud now if we're using iCloud and we're using Gmail, buddy?
Yeah, absolutely. You're in the cloud 100%. No recycle bin necessary.
Well, here's the deal, though. It's as simple as that. I don't know why it's always been so difficult for people to understand what this is, and I didn't understand it either. But of course, Sean's done such a great job of explaining. Welcome back, first of all, Sean. I appreciate it.
Thank
For
you.
those listeners who haven't heard you and for viewers who haven't seen you, explain once again what cloud data does.
Sure. Well, Cloud Data Corp, we provide dynamic cloud servers to all kinds of small and medium-sized business and general companies that allows them to compete in a much bigger software arena. So,
what this means is you guys provide the backbone for giving companies a cloud so they don't have to build their own cloud. In other words, if we wanted to have a Big Biz Show cloud, you guys, we would hire Cloud Data Corporation to run that portion of our business, much like you hire a web hosting company for your website. You don't have your own server in house, but this is much bigger in scope though than a website.
Yeah, absolutely. Much bigger in scope, and we can scale sort of infinitely with the customers. So you'd hire a company like ours on, and we would handle the bandwidth and capacity, and as you need it, as your viewership grew, we'd be able to handle it with you and grow right alongside beside you.
Yeah. So is it like a server?
It's like several servers. There's as many servers as any company needs, right, Sean? So
as many servers as the company needs, and many processors. And the servers themselves, from a technical standpoint, they're divided up behind the scenes in the black box, and we do all the magic and makes it happen.
Rather than having it down the hall in that spare office at a company site, right?
Yeah, we've seen a few of those.
Yeah. That's true, though.
And then you have to maintain them. Then you have to figure out what went wrong. Forget it.
Yeah, forget it.
Sure, yeah, and they often don't have the redundancies. And our machines are in, high-end facilities with all the backup power and backup generators and redundant lines and all those things that most companies simply cannot afford and do not have the expertise for, and that's where they bring us in.
Sean Anstey is the president of Cloud Data Corporation, a subsidiary of Microelectronics Technology. By the way, you can go to MELYlanding.com or MELYPK.com to find out more about MELY. However, I do want to talk about. I want to talk a little bit more about the next generation for you guys before we get into to talking about what's going on specifically right now. Next generation for you folks is really growing with the existing customers. Does that mean buying more equipment? Does that mean buying more servers? Does that just mean expanding the servers that you have, Sean?
A bit of both. It actually does mean buying more servers for our network. We do have micro cloud systems in place where we can quickly add blades and additional CPUs and hard drives and RAM within the current architecture, keep our costs down, and pass that savings on to the customer. But at some point, of course, we will add additional capacity as we need it.
Well, and one of the things that you added that we talked about before was human capital, and that's one of the reasons that you're located where you're located in Vancouver, and of course it's close to Seattle. But human capital was one of the big deals. You wanted to be able to be close to the people that are in your industry, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Vancouver is a great town for programmers, and it's good infrastructure, great education system, good power, and great human capital in terms of being able to find people who can work in our industry.
Hey, Sean, I'm going to just review real quickly the last press release that we saw from you guys. You were here about a couple weeks ago. Was the Weather City deal where Weather City. You signed Weather City Services on as a new client. That's a pretty big deal for you guys. They provide weather services in 121 companies. They've got 62,000 cities. They've used you as their cloud backbone. Are you guys beginning the process of working with those folks?
Yeah, they're already up and running with us. They're already using our facility, and we're looking for them to continue their expansion. I know they have on tap to go as high as 2 million cities by the end of next year. So they're going to be handling some processors and some bandwidth, and we're more than happy to provide them our cloud architecture.
Let's talk about Dynamo Servers. Dynamo Servers has signed 2 new clients. Tell folks what Dynamo Servers is, and talk about the new clients that are coming up.
Yeah, one of the things we found in our area here is that we have a number of companies that are looking for dedicated cloud servers, and that Dynamo Servers offers that to them. And we use that same infrastructure for our Sprock and the rest of our company. But at the same time, we're open for businesses to still provide dedicated servers. And we've signed a couple of companies on right away. We haven't really put a full sales effort forward. So our research showed there's an awful lot of demand here, and just by simply having the doors open, we've seen that that's been the case.
Well, the good news here is that your initial sales efforts are bringing in clients just by being open. That's some good news, is it not?
Yeah, it's absolutely some good news, and it definitely backs up the research that we had done beforehand to determine that this is what we wanted to do. And we're very excited by it and looking forward to the next phase coming up real soon here.
I want to talk to you when we come back from the break, Sean, about expanding your network providers at Vancouver. I also want to talk about some of the cool things you're doing with your automated billing to help clients up. And Rusty Nails has a question for you.
Well, I'm just thinking it's kind of funny that for the big clients are websites for weather, and it's the cloud.
Oh, isn't
weather,
that fantastic?
I'm working on it.
You're putting it all together, aren't you,
Premise
Rusty?
Putting it all together, Rusty.
Yeah, here it comes. The big punchline coming up after this.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
Sean Anstey, president of Cloud Data Corporation, wholly owned subsidiary of Microelectronics Technology, MELY. Go to MELYlanding.com. Their stock symbol, MELY. Big Biz Show, back after the break. From the Wazilla Media Studios in sunny San Diego, California, the Big Biz Show is on the air. We're brought to you by Prudential. Let Prudential be your rock for retirement. Also brought to you by Bayer Advanced. Better science, better results. Better believe it. Starbucks Coffee, Napa Auto Parts, Hahn Office Furniture. Of course, Bloomin' Brands with Outback Steakhouse and their fine family of restaurants. And Tax Resolution Services, the nation's leading tax negotiation and mediation firm at 866-IRS. Problems? 866-477-7762. Coming up in just a few minutes, Robert Cardoza, the intersection of business and politics. All that coming up. Right now, though, Sean Anstey is the president of Cloud Data Corp. You can go to clouddatacorp.com. Their parent company is Microelectronics Technology, stock symbol MELY. You can go to MELYlanding.com. It's exciting stuff. Sean is our resident tech geek, whether he likes it or not, Sean. You've become a member of the cast. You're the only guy that can actually, well, you're the only one who's actually been able to come on the air and actually tell us exactly what all this means. So you do a fantastic job. We to review a couple of things. Dynamo Servers has signed 2 new clients. We talked about the press release with Weather Cities before. You're expanding your network providers at Vancouver. What does that mean exactly? And all, from what I'm hearing, every time I see a press release or every time I talk to you guys, something's expanding or moving forward. That's got to be good news, correct?
Yeah, it's absolutely good news. It's right on the money. We've added to our network in Vancouver, which means more capacity, more for us to sell, more redundancy for our clients as we move forward into the next phase here and prepare to ramp up our marketing efforts.
That's a great city.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, the other thing, talk to us about Epic Networks. The Epic Networks, you added them to an upstream data provider. Explain the difference for us so we understand what that is.
Yeah, well, providers like us, we want to have multiple routes, multiple providers, so that we can ensure that all of our customers have the fastest route to their end customers. If you're going to, online banking, the banking is hosted with us, it's going to be a quick and a fast experience no matter what. And that's what that's all about. It's really about just keeping uptime and making sure that everything is ultra fast and a great experience for the end user, which ultimately helps our customers.
Yeah, the issue for you guys is that the cloud is like a computer that's always on.
Yeah.
Whenever you need it from anywhere else in the world, you just have to have a pipeline to get there. Sean, is that about right?
That is 100% right. That's right on the money.
That's what you guys are.
And you guys take care of all the security, all the maintenance, all the gobbledygotts that goes with having that stuff, rather than having it in the supply closet at someone's office. You wouldn't know what to do if your server crashed. You'd have to.
Absolutely, we have techs on hand. We have people on hand with knowledge. The building that it's in it's a high-end facility. We mentioned in our past press release where we're in the Cologix facility, and they're very excited to have us. And you have to have access cards to get in, the security to get through the building.
Yeah,
it's all controlled with proper air conditioning and the whole 9 yards. So you just don't get that in your typical office.
Don't you love how when he says things like Cologix and stuff?
Oh, gosh.
It just gets
I
you
got
the
a
chills.
chill up.
I know you did.
I hope that's what that was
especially
from.
when he said the air conditioning. Last of all, Sean, October 15th is a very big date for you folks, 2012.
Happy birthday.
No, it's not a birthday, but
thank you.
But it's yet another expansion of Cloud Data Corp and Microelectronics Technologies. What do you guys got happening on October 15th, buddy?
Sure. On the 15th, that's our target date to roll out our our full-on custom automated billing system, which is going to be handling all of the Dynamo servers, dedicated cloud servers, and it's also a big component of the Sprock web application hosting, which is set to launch on the 15th of December. And custom software written from the ground up and does exactly what we want it to do, so we can have very granular billing and take care of our customers, and at the end of the day, make money and track it.
Well, and speaking of Sprock, you guys have set a target beta launch of December 15th for Sprock.com. Explain very quickly what that Sprock cloud application hosting is, because this is the what you talked about last time with the scalable web sprockets. Talk about that real fast.
Yeah, that's the jewel in our crown for sure, and that's we're set that for the 15th of December, and it allows for companies to have a full automated scaling up or down. In terms of processor bandwidth, hard drive space, you name it, the whole 9 yards, and being able to have very, very finite control, including between different data centers across in different countries, between Chicago and Vancouver and other facilities that we open up. So
there you go.
It's a global market.
It really is.
Stock
symbol is MELY. If you want information on the stock, you can go to MELYlanding.com. If you want information on Cloud Data Corporation, just go to clouddata.com. Guys, put up the website real quickly for me. Let's MELY Landing. I don't want to see the Cloud Data one. Clouddatacorp.com is the website there. And then, of course, Sean Anstey, the president. Sean, I can't wait to see you in studio, buddy. When are you going to get your butt down to San Diego?
Yeah, I think in the next couple of weeks I'll be flying down. I heard the weather's good down there. I looked it up on Weather City. It looked like an easy call.
Weather's here. Wish you were
beautiful.
Thank you, Sean. Appreciate it, buddy. Sean's a good-looking man, though. You can't say that to him. Yeah, clouddatacorp.com is the website, and check that out. Sean Anstey is the president. We're covering these guys mainly because someone had emailed me a while back saying you guys never do any high-tech companies, and I said, well, because we don't have any high-tech people to talk about it. So I got 2 in 1 here. I got Sean Anstey coming in the studio next week to kind of give you a face with a voice there. The other side of the fence too is now I understand what it is. Mm-hmm. Every time you go to Gmail on a computer, let's say you go to the airport and you check your email because your iPhone's down or something like that, or you do banking, that's all in the cloud. It's as simple as that. In fact, I'm starting to think that we're not going to even need computers anymore. In other words, with hard drives, it's all going to be out there. We're just going to have
put a chip in the back of our head.
Televisions have nothing in them. They just show you stuff. Right? It's all out there. Right? Well, I think the same thing's going to happen with computers in the next few years. So we'll see what happens.